Hello, I'm Howard Lorriman. I'm a member of the 2mm Association, and this is my little layout called Barras Bottoms. Now, Barras Bottoms is a picnic area between Tingley and Woodkirk, which is near Morley, South Leeds. Now, it's a fictional layout, but there was a railway that actually ran through Woodkirk, and you can look that up if you want to. It's based on GNR practice, but it's late 1960s, just when everything was running down and the track was being pulled up and things like that. And this is basically a rundown station. The idea behind the layout is that I wanted a small little layout to go on my study shelf, because normally I work in P4, 4mm scale. But I was a member of the 2mm Association and I decided to rejoin, and I'm glad I did, because it enabled me to build this little layout, and I made it in about, it took me about 6 months. It took me about 6 months. So the baseboard's from White Rose. It's only 5 feet long, it just fits perfectly on my shelf. And the track is mainly from the 2mm Association, the British Fine Scale Fine Tracks, and the 2mm Association Easy Track for all the plain track work. And it was very easy to make, to be honest. And the fact that it's 2mm fine scale means that it's to scale, 9.42 millimeters to be exact. And the stock is just grain varnish and dapple, but with the wheels replaced. And of course you get the wheels from the association. So it didn't take me long to build this layout, unlike my P4 layout, which seems to be taking for ages. And it's one of those layouts that you've got room for. It fits perfectly on the shelf, and it runs quite well. I'm still working on it. A model railway is never finished, as you know, and it's worked perfectly. So I highly recommend joining the 2mm Association.
Down at Danville, I lied with a 3-mile grid. Now down that line, you know, he lost his air brakes. You can see what a jump he made.
So yeah, I think he went down to 50 holes, he had a 14. You go. Right. Started going with that, no, I'm going to do one. Oh, right. Like the break, running to get. You need to check. Oh, no, I've done it. Anyway. So it's, yeah, someone's trying to do it all the way. So yeah, break kind of running. Yeah. Break kind of running the course.
Maybe a little bit on the top of the roof. You can actually leave the sides clean, because especially in preservation or modern era, most of those sides are really clean.
Yeah.
It's only after the war, when there wasn't enough guys to wash them, that they were really that filthy. And then, like I said, fine line or maybe acrylic pen and go round all the door shuts and everything.
How you doing, mate? Good to see you again.
That's superb. Yesterday, despite the rain, I think we had a fantastic day.
It was
I'm hoping you guys
torrential,
did.
wasn't it? It really was, yeah. It was a good day, it really was. It was lots of people from all walks of life coming together to celebrate model railways.
Yeah. I don't know whether we had such a big crowd because of the rain and everyone wanted to come in, or whether it was, or whether they were just really passionate about coming and see Camelot and TT120. But we were 3-4 deep all the way around here for most of the day.
I must admit, you know, of all there's some spectacular layouts here, there really is. But this one always seems to have a crowd around it. It always does though, whenever you see an exhibition or a show or whatever, you always get a lot of people asking you, why are you wasting your time with TT?
Yeah. And I say, because, well, yes, why are you wasting your time? You're right, they do. Most of them do, actually. But then a lot of them are really quite surprised and pleasantly surprised. We have had a shift from Doncaster to now. We've gone from people being quite rude to then people having a little bit of banter, and most people saying it's actually quite interesting.
It is.
Right? But not for me. But that's fine.
Well, yeah, of course it is. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
They're quite intrigued by all the little details that we have shoehorned in. We've got a lot more to come though. It's going to have a huge refresh ready for possibly Getz, but definitely for NEC.
Right.
It's going to have. I've bought pretty much every kind of creature and critter from Modeloo.
Oh yes, that's some fantastic.
And I've got a cracking little fisherman. I don't know how long he's going to hang on to his rod, because it's a tenth the size of the thing supporting it.
A very delicate rod.
A very delicate rod. He's got both hands on it though, but it might not be as long as he first wanted it.
She cried.
And then we're going to have a big fueling point up here. The lads who are playing football. You're going to have to move their hut further up, so we can get a fueling point in.
It's
so
a
we can
shame
have some
that you can't connect this upper line to the lower line somehow.
But I had plans for it. That was supposed to be an elevator.
Right, I see. Yeah.
At that end, because you can see at the back here, there's a loading track. So there was going to be an elevator, but I've not really got round to it. And now I've committed to what I'm building next. This is booked in for a few shows next year. Then it's going to be sold or stripped. One or the other.
I think someone would be lucky to have this, because it's a fantastic TT layout. It's what I would call living room and bedroom safe, because it's a perfect size. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of operational interest. Or actually, you can just sit back with a brew and watch the trains go around and enjoy them. Yeah.
Exactly. Although what I'm worried about is if I sell it, they might realise all the things I've got wrong. And the veil will be drawn.
Not wrong.
The curtain will be pulled back.
No, it's never wrong. It's just differently interpreted.
Yeah.
Differently interpreted. Right, mate, I've got to get on. I'll leave you to play with your trains. Okay.
Yeah, listen, you guys at DCC have been fantastic. This has been one. It's a completely different vibe having this festival thing. It totally
how does it feel coming to a festival that's been completely free?
Well, we've had a lot more TT punters, which I think says something about the TT punter. They don't like to put their hands in their pocket. They like coming to a cheap. I had 50 of them from the forum here yesterday, and it was a proper loving. It was great.
Good stuff. Excellent.
Anyway,
cracking, mate. I'll see you soon.
Go on, get on your toes.
I'll go on with you.
Hi, I'm Ben. This is my layout, Clatterbridge. So this started off as a lockdown layout. The layout at home I just couldn't put up because of space, so I just wanted something shorter to start doing a bit of shunting. Hasn't really progressed for the past 18 months. I've produced what it's like now. Most of the buildings are scratch built and sort of weathered myself. It's based on a wagon repair depot, which gives me the great excuse of just being able to show off my kit-built wagons, my weathered, ready-to-run wagons. It also means I can run sort of multi-era. So yesterday I was running sort of 1980s, 1990s. Today it'll be more sort of transition era, year sort of 2000s, so sort of EWS, mainline locomotives and rolling stock. I actually found it very useful being a small size, so I actually could spend my limited family time just creating sort of what I did here. This was really a big learning curve for me because I'd not sort of ventured into DCC before, or even buildings. Point motors as well I've added, which I've not used before. So I'm very happy with how this has turned out. Like I say, it's been a great learning curve. Fantastic opportunity to DCC Concepts to let me showcase this here. So if anybody's passing, please come and say hello. So thanks very much.
We're independent living. Oh, right. Totally different, so we do no care whatsoever. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Just about.
Nearly.
I work for
Sorry.
14 years.
The strawberry.
Hi, my name's Matt Haynes and I'm the builder and owner of Horton Green. This layout started life as some boarding school furniture which was being unfortunately moved out of the boarding houses at Stonyhurst College, and I didn't want them to throw it away, so I asked them politely if I could have some doors off of the wardrobes, hence this model being movable but not particularly portable. The model itself is about just over 6 foot long and about 2 foot wide, and it was designed as an upgrade on a previous build that had done in a GWR region, which was much smaller. This layout track plan has the facility of a goods yard at the far end where the other one didn't, and also a road to the rear of the station platform for additional shunting interest. One of my favourite things to do with modelling layouts is to do lots of weathering and make the scene look as if it were a very sort of work heavy laden place. So there's lots of weathering powders and oil paints that have been used to blend the terrain with the buildings and so forth. The other thing that is really nice about Horton Green is the selection of rolling stock that I run. I enjoy to show people perhaps the sort of locomotives and rolling stock that may have visited a station in South Devon of this type, and so I run from 1930s Great Western Green locos right the way through to the late 1960s with BR black standard locomotives and diesel hydraulics coming in towards the end.